All right, in today's Money Watch, we're talking about taxes as filing season gets underway. Today is the first day Americans can file their taxes for 2021. Now, the IRS has already said that there will be challenges due to significant backlog of returns from last year. As of December, there are still 6 million individual returns remaining. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us. Dollar Jill, y'all. So what's up? Let's talk these taxes, okay? So IRS said that it's going to be challenging, but what does that mean for taxpayers?
Well, after 2 years where we had delays in tax filing, we're back to the month of April. But even that's confusing. It's usually April 15th. This year it's April 18th because we have an Emancipation Day holiday in Washington, D.C. If you live in Massachusetts and Maine, you get even another day till the 19th because of Patriots' Day. The confusing part is that the IRS is really under a lot of pressure. There aren't people to help you out. In fact, the IRS budget and the staffing has been cut so dramatically by 17% over the past dozen years, and their workload has increased by 19%. So confusing is essentially, we are not there to help you out. Use the website.
So if people file and submit their taxes as soon as possible, how soon could they get their return if they're eligible?
Well, the IRS says it should be 21 days, presuming that you e-file, very important to e-file, presuming that you have direct deposit. A lot of people learned the wrong lesson out of the COVID era, which is if you don't have direct deposit, you don't get your money so fast, so get that. And also, presuming that your math works, meaning the IRS is sending a lot of notices out to people. They want you to make sure your numbers jibe with their numbers.
Speaking of the COVID year, there's people that are waiting on their returns from last year. So what should they do? Should they wait before they submit this year?
The IRS says absolutely not. Get boogieing. And here's why. Because, you know, even if you didn't get your return, if you e-file, you can still get this return done quickly. Now, here's one weird thing. When you file, what the IRS asks you when you e-file is, hey, what was your adjusted gross income last year? Well, you didn't get your return back yet. So the IRS has put a zero there. That's really important. It's this little detail. But you got to do it early because the backlogs are only going to increase.
Are there individuals that should wait to file up until the closer deadline to April?
Well, you know, look, if you owe money, I wouldn't rush to file, frankly. So if you owe the IRS money you think you're going to owe, then I'll be filing on, very late. People like you, Nate,
All right, so there are more than 36 million families that got half of their child tax credit. So what do they need to do to make sure they get the back end?
Well, this is so strange because now you've got to check your snail mail. What? You got to go into your snail mail. You're getting a love letter from the IRS.
Right.
And the IRS is going to tell you, here's how much money you got from the child tax credit last year. Here's what you're due this year. You have to file a return. That letter has a lot of important information for you, so I want to make sure that everybody really takes a look at it. Now, if you didn't get the child tax credit last year, but you think you're owed it, that's okay. You still have to file. That's true even if you're the type of person who never filed a tax return. So you can go to the IRS portal. There's a child tax credit portal. Check that out.
All right, so the government sent out 2 stimulus checks in 2021. Are these payments taxable?
They are not taxable. Really? Woo! That's great, right? So you get to keep that money. Yeah. But a lot of people, maybe their income changed last year. Maybe they took some time off. So if you think you're due the stimulus money and you didn't get it, you have to file for the recovery rebate credit. It's kind of annoying. It's line 30 on your 1040. Why do I know this? I don't know. Yeah. But this is something you have to do to get the money you're owed.
I got to ask you this real quick because there's a lot of viewers that are working from home. Can you deduct the home supplies and things within the house?
The answer is if you are an employee, you're out of luck because employees are no longer allowed to deduct any home business expenses.
Wow.
Again, your boss may have sent you something, that's fine, but you can't deduct anything. That's because of the tax change in 2017. Good news is if you're a gig worker, if you're a part-timer, if you're self-employed, you can deduct a lot, and I encourage you to do so. The rules are on the IRS website. Really be careful, though. There are very particular things that you need to be watching for in terms of those deductions.
You're the best. Let's talk about tax, baby.
Let's talk about you and me.
Thank you so much. All right.